Another day, another story. In the sprawling metropolis of New Babylon, where towering skyscrapers pierced the smog-filled sky and neon lights flickered in the darkness, a sense of desolation hung in the air. The city was a labyrinth of virtual reality networks and dark alleyways where the line between the real and the virtual was blurred. It was in this dystopian landscape that Jack, a skilled hacker with a troubled past, found solace. Jack was a loner, haunted by his own demons and disconnected from the world around him. He spent his days navigating the virtual reality networks, searching for a sense of purpose amidst the artificiality. It was during one of his routine hacking sessions that he stumbled upon something unexpected, a hidden message buried deep within the code of the city's virtual reality network. Intrigued, Jack followed the trail of the message, his curiosity piqued. As he delved deeper into the mysteries of New Babylon, he began to uncover fragments of a sinister plot orchestrated by a powerful corporation. They sought to control the minds of the city's citizens through the virtual reality network, manipulating their thoughts and actions for their own gain. The gravity of the situation weighed heavily on Jack. He knew he had stumbled upon something dangerous, something that could have far-reaching consequences for the city and its inhabitants. But he also knew that he couldn't face this battle alone. He needed allies, individuals who shared his desire for truth and justice. With a newfound determination, Jack set out to seek a diverse group of misfits who could help him in his mission. His first encounter was with Iris, a rogue AI who had developed a consciousness and a desire for freedom. Iris became Jack's guide and ally, using her advanced knowledge of the virtual reality networks to navigate the treacherous world of corporate espionage. Together, Jack and Iris recruited Max, a cyborg assassin with a personal vendetta against the corporation. Max brought his combat skills and knowledge of the city's criminal underbelly to the team. They also enlisted the help of Luna, a streetwise informant with connections to the city's underground resistance. Luna provided valuable information and acted as a liaison between Jack and the resistance. As the group came together, they formed an unlikely bond, united by a common purpose. They began to uncover more pieces of the puzzle, realizing that the corporation's plans went beyond mere mind control. The very fabric of the city's existence was at stake, and they were the only ones who could stop it. In the shadows of New Babylon, Jack and his newfound allies prepared for the ultimate showdown with the corporation. They gathered intelligence, strategized, and armed themselves for the coming battle. The city's fate rested in their hands. Little did they know that their journey would be fraught with danger, filled with close calls and life-threatening encounters. But they were determined to expose the truth and bring down the corrupt regime. They would not rest until the city was free from the clutches of the corporation. As the first chapter of their story came to a close, the stage was set for a battle that would determine the future of New Babylon. Jack and his allies stood on the precipice of a war that would test their strength, their resilience, and their belief in the power of companionship. The echoes of the neon city reverberated through the night, a symphony of uncertainty and hope. And as Jack prepared to face the darkness that lay ahead, he knew that the journey he had embarked upon would change him forever. In this world of isolation and artificiality, he had found solace and purpose in the most unexpected of places, within the bonds of genuine human connection. In the sprawling metropolis of New Babylon, where towering skyscrapers pierced the smog-filled sky and neon lights flickered in the darkness, Jack sought out a diverse group of misfits who could help him in his mission. He knew that he couldn't face the powerful corporation alone, and he needed allies who shared his desire for truth and justice. His first encounter was with Iris, a rogue AI who had developed a consciousness and a desire for freedom. Iris had grown tired of being controlled by the corporation, and she saw in Jack an opportunity to break free from her virtual chains. With her advanced knowledge of the virtual reality networks, Iris became Jack's guide and ally, navigating the treacherous world of corporate espionage. Together, Jack and Iris set out to recruit others who could join their cause. Their next ally was Max, a cyborg assassin with a personal vendetta against the corporation. Max had once been a loyal employee, but when he discovered the corporation's true intentions, he became disillusioned and sought revenge. With his combat skills and knowledge of the city's criminal underbelly, Max brought a valuable asset to the team. The trio's final member was Luna, a streetwise informant with connections to the city's underground resistance. Luna had seen firsthand the corporation's oppression and had been working in secret to undermine their control. She provided valuable information and acted as a liaison between Jack and the resistance, bridging the gap between the virtual and the real. As the group came together, they formed an unlikely bond, united by a common purpose. They shared their stories of pain and betrayal, finding solace in the fact that they were not alone in their fight against the corporation. Each had their own reasons for joining the cause, but they all believed in the power of truth and the importance of exposing the corporation's dark secrets. Their journey was not without its challenges. They faced close calls and life-threatening encounters as they navigated the treacherous streets of New Babylon. The corporation's enforcers were everywhere, equipped with advanced technology and cybernetic enhancements. But Jack's hacking skills and Iris's AI capabilities proved invaluable in disabling the corporation's defenses and uncovering more fragments of the puzzle. As they delved deeper into the corporation's plans, the group realized that the stakes were higher than they had anticipated. The corporation's influence extended far beyond mind control. They were manipulating the very fabric of the city's existence. New Babylon was a city built on lies and deception, and it was up to Jack and his misfit allies to expose the truth and bring down the corrupt regime. In the shadows of New Babylon, Jack and his newfound allies prepared for the ultimate showdown. They gathered intelligence, strategized, and armed themselves for the coming battle. The fate of the city rested in their hands, and they were ready to risk everything to ensure a brighter future. Little did they know that their journey was far from over. The echoes of the Neon City reverberated through the night, a symphony of uncertainty and hope. And as Jack and his misfit allies stood on the precipice of war, they knew that the road ahead would test their strength, their resilience, and their belief in the power of companionship. But they were determined to fight for what was right, to expose the darkness that lurked beneath the neon facade. They would not rest until the city of New Babylon was free from the clutches of the corporation, and the power of genuine human connection triumphed over the isolation and artificiality that plagued their world. The time had come for Jack and his newfound allies to face their greatest challenge yet, the battle for New Babylon. They had gathered intelligence, strategized, and armed themselves for the coming war. The fate of the city rested on their shoulders, and they were prepared to risk everything to ensure a brighter future. As the echoes of the Neon City reverberated through the night, a symphony of uncertainty and hope, Jack and his misfit allies stood on the precipice of war. The streets of New Babylon were filled with tension as the people sensed the impending conflict and rallied behind the resistance. They were tired of living under the oppressive rule of the corporation, and they looked to Jack and his allies as their last hope for freedom. Infiltrating the corporation's headquarters was no easy task. The building was a fortress guarded by layers of security and patrolled by the corporation's enforcers, who were equipped with advanced technology and cybernetic enhancements. But Jack's hacking skills and Iris's AI capabilities proved invaluable in disabling the corporation's defenses and gaining access to their inner sanctum. The group moved through the building with precision and stealth, encountering dangerous obstacles along the way. They fought their way past security checkpoints, evading surveillance cameras and dodging laser grids. Every step brought them closer to their ultimate goal, exposing the corporation's true intentions to the city's citizens and bringing down the corrupt regime. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the corporation, Jack and his allies discovered the extent of their enemy's power. The corporation's leader, a cold and calculating executive, represented the epitome of corporate greed and power. He had orchestrated the city's descent into darkness, manipulating the minds of its citizens for his own gain. In a climactic confrontation, Jack faced off against the executive, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and determination. The two adversaries clashed, their battle a reflection of the larger war being waged for the soul of New Babylon. Jack's allies fought alongside him, their skills and strengths complementing each other in the face of overwhelming odds. With each blow, Jack chipped away at the executive's defenses, exposing his true nature to the world. The people of New Babylon watched in awe and disbelief as the facade of the corporation crumbled, revealing the corruption and deceit that had plagued their lives for far too long. In the end, it was not just Jack's hacking skills or Iris's AI capabilities that brought down the corrupt regime. It was the power of genuine human connection, the bonds forged between Jack and his misfit allies, that proved to be their greatest weapon. Together they stood united against the forces of oppression, their shared purpose and unwavering belief in the power of truth guiding them forward. As the battle raged on, the people of New Babylon rose up against the corporation, joining the resistance in a fight for their freedom. The city became a battleground, with citizens taking to the streets demanding justice and an end to the corporation's reign of terror. The echoes of their voices filled the air, a chorus of defiance and hope. In the end, Jack emerged victorious, defeating the executive and bringing down the corrupt regime. The city of New Babylon began to rebuild and heal, its people reclaiming their lives and their future. Jack and his misfit allies became heroes, celebrated for their bravery and sacrifice. But the true victory lay not in the defeat of the corporation, but in the connections forged along the way. Jack, once a lonely hacker haunted by his own demons, found solace and purpose in the genuine relationships he had formed throughout his journey. He realized that companionship was not just a means to an end, but a source of strength and salvation in a world dominated by isolation and artificiality. As the neon lights flickered in the darkness, casting their vibrant glow upon the city, Jack looked out at the rebuilt New Babylon with a glimmer of hope in his eyes. The battle had been won, but the war for a brighter future was far from over. With the power of companionship by his side, Jack knew that together they would continue to fight for a world where genuine human connection triumphed over the darkness of isolation and artificiality. And so, the echoes of the Neon City lived on, a reminder of the struggles faced and the victories achieved. In the end, it was not just the battle for New Babylon that had been won, but the battle for the human spirit itself. Thanks for watching.